What's up, travellers? Welcome back to the channel. AJ Aviation HQ for another video here on the channel. This is the model review of the Azul Brazilian Airlines Airbus A330-neo by Phoenix Models wearing the blue livery. Before we go any further into the video though, make sure you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you made it this far into the video to show your support and of course to help me out moving forward. And of course, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Azul Aviation HQ. If you like the content of model plane reviews, model plane unboxings, and airport updates, and also other great stuff involving the model collecting community, go ahead and subscribe to the channel below. Ding that bell icon to be notified when videos go live on the channel. Comment below what your thoughts are of Azul Brazilian Airlines moving forward through the video. And of course, go ahead and share this video to your friends or anyone who may be interested in this channel and of course this video as well. So as I mentioned, this is the model review of the Azul Brazilian Airlines Airbus A330neo by Phoenix Models. So before we go ahead and check out the model, I'm going to read out some information regarding Azul as an airline and some information about this aircraft. Founded on May the 5th, 2008, Azul Brazilian Airlines, or simply Azul, is a Brazilian carrier based in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The airline began its services out of its main hub in Campinas on May the 15th, 2008. According to planespotters.net, Azul Brazilian Airlines has an aircraft fleet consisting of a total of 168 aircraft, including 12 Airbus A330s, which include 7 A330-200s and 5 of the A330-900neos, with an average fleet age of 13.3 years. The company was named Azul, meaning blue in Portuguese, after a naming contest in 2008 prior to the airline's launch. The name Samba was also a popular name in this contest. So going into some information about the aircraft now. This aircraft's MSN number or manufacturer serial number is 1876. This aircraft here is an Airbus A330-900neo, specifically a 941neo because 41 is the Airbus designated code for Airbus built aircraft that are equipped with Rolls-Royce engines. And of course this is the second of the A330neo family. Of course we have the Dash 800neo and the Dash 900neo. Coming very soon to the channel will be model reviews of the latest Phoenix Models releases of the Air Greenland and the QA Airways A330 and 800s by Phoenix Models. They have been ordered. They will be coming very soon, so do look out for that. Go ahead and subscribe, and of course ding that bell icon for when those videos go live. Also go ahead and support me on Instagram, so when those models arrive, you'll be able to be notified when they do arrive. So go ahead and check out the links in the description below, or check out the handle in the bottom corner of the screen now. This aircraft performed its first flight on January the 11th, 2019. As of today, this aircraft is 3.9 years old. This aircraft here wore the test registration of Foxtrot Dash Whiskey Yankee Papa, or F-WWYP for those that aren't too familiar with the phonetic alphabet. This aircraft here was built in Toulouse, France. Of course, Toulouse is where the main factory or plant is for where Airbus build their wide bodies. Of course, they do have the plant out in Hamburg, Germany. But that is predominantly where the A330 and A321neos are built, my bad. So yeah, the Toulouse plant is where the A350s, A330neos, and some of the narrow bodies, including the A320neos, and of course the A319neos, I believe. And of course, I think Toulouse is where the ATRs are also built as well. And this aircraft is active, which means this aircraft is currently serving on the network for Azul. The registration of this aircraft that we're looking at today is Papa Romeo Alpha November Zulu. Again, this aircraft is an Airbus A330-900neo that was delivered to Azul Brazilian Airlines on May the 10th, 2019. The aircraft that we're looking at today is equipped with two Rolls-Royce Trent 7072 engines. This aircraft here is nicknamed O Mundo a Azul, which in English is translated to The World is Blue. And this aircraft was ferried between Toulouse and Confins International Airport on May the 11th, 2019 on its delivery flight. So now with that information out of the way, let's go ahead and check out this box. So as you can see, this is a very nice looking box. Not too sure when this model was released. I will put that in the bottom of the corner right about now. So here we have at the top of the box, we have the Airbus A330-900neo tunnels in the Airbus font. In the middle of the box, we have the 2D rendering of the aircraft that we're looking at today. The very nice looking livery. I am on the lookout for the pink livery. That would be nice to have alongside the Azul blue livery. Here we have the Azul logo there, and we have the registration to Papa Romeo Alpha November Zulu, or PR-ANZ. Here we have the area that's saying that this is a 1 to 400 scale Platinum series. Very cool. On the bottom panel we have the Phoenix logo there, and then we have the aircraft titles and of course the 2D rendering of the aircraft. On the right panel we have the Azul logo and the registration, and then the Phoenix Models logo. On the back we have, on the top panel here we have the Phoenix Models logo and the 2D rendering of the aircraft and the aircraft type titles as well. And on this side, the left panel, we have the Heart of Aviation and a bit of information about what Phoenix Models do. And then we have the Phoenix Models logo. And on the back we have where it says on every other Phoenix Models box, it says limited edition. And then here we have the very large Azul titles there, or the Azul logo there. Here we have the registration again, Papa Romeo Alpha November Zulu. And then we have the barcode with the item number 11522. The warning information, aircraft, this model was made in China. Of course, Phoenix is from China, based in Guangzhou. And here we have the Phoenix Models logo again. If you aren't too sure what the logo is of Azul, this here, also on the tail fin, that is the map of Brazil, located in the northeastern part of South America. And then we have the Brazilian flag just there. I will show you that on the model as well. So it's very nice that Phoenix Models have incorporated how they incorporated the logo. I'm pretty sure it would be the same on their pink box as well. I will know that once I've managed to purchase the pink one. So that will be coming soon to the channel. Go ahead and, as I mentioned, go support me on Instagram to be notified or to be updated about all the network changes of my airport when I've announced new services to the airport, or when services are ending, etc. So go ahead and check out the link in the description below. So without further ado, that is the reading out of the airline information and the aircraft information and the showcasing of the box. So let's go ahead and check out the model. And here is the ever so stunning Azul Brazilian Airlines Airbus A330neo by Phoenix Models, wearing their Azul blue livery. In this part of the video, I'm showcasing the model up close to the camera, giving you a nice up close view of all the details on this aircraft. And while I do that, I'll be giving you some information along the way, talking about what each of the components do for the aircraft's operations, and hopefully you enjoy that. So let's go ahead and dive in straight into the review of this model. So zooming in first and foremost and picking up the model, putting the nose in the shot straight away. Here we have the nose cone, or the nose area of this aircraft. As you can see, this is the Phoenix version of this model. I must say the A330 is probably one of the best of the molds for Phoenix in their haul of aircraft. I must say I do have quite a bit of a kind of negative opinion about Phoenix models of late, but the majority of my collection in terms of 400 scale aircraft are Phoenix models. I will show you some of the things that I don't like about Phoenix models while talking about this model. Anyway, here we have the front part of this aircraft. In the middle of the shot we have the nose cone. Inside that is the weather radar. There is a component on board the aircraft that has the purpose to detect storms along the flight path to give the pilots a visual indication of rainfall intensity and of course the possibility of turbulence. This enables the crew to navigate around any potential hazardous areas along the flight path that they have assigned for their flight, of course that being the flight plan. Here we have in the middle of the shot we have the mask on the A330neo. That is something that was introduced by the A350 XWB, of course extra wide body, and it now has been used on the A320neo family, and of course some of the Airbus older variants of the 330s and the 320s, and also 340s as well. I think had Airbus put these on, let's say A380s, I think that would have made the A380 look a bit cooler. Just something to think about. Here we have the window wipers in the middle of the shot there, and just on the side of the aircraft we have, in Spanish, not too sure how to pronounce that, O Mundo e Azul, I think that's correct. That is Spanish for the world is blue in English. Here we have the pitot tubes. Now the pitot tubes have the purpose to measure fluid flow velocity, and somewhere along this part of the aircraft we have just here underneath in the middle of the shot there, that is the pitot-static system that is used to determine an aircraft's airspeed, Mach number, altitude and altitude trend. In the middle of the cockpit mask and the L1 boarding door, we have their Phoenix's version of the logo of Azul, looking quite interesting. It looks quite messy. Now let's have a wee look up close. Yeah, it does look quite terrible, if you ask me, to be honest. Here we have, in the middle of the shot, we have the nose gear of the aircraft. At the top we see the nose gear door with NZ, November Zulu, on the nose gear door. Quite cool, because I'm from New Zealand and the abbreviation for New Zealand is NZ. So it's nice to have, I guess, New Zealand not so represented on a model, but you know, that's something to quite cool, I find. And here we have the nose gear. As you can see, that does roll, and of course with Phoenix models aircraft you can see the little divots on the side of the tyres there. Not a bad thing, but it's something to think about when buying Phoenix models. Here we have the L1 boarding door, one of the main boarding doors of this aircraft. Of course this being the left side, so that all the doors on this side are the L1 or 1L or L2 or 2L. Of course the L being for left. Here we have the top antenna here, just there, and behind that we have two of the beacon lights. Haven't noticed this before, but or are they beacon lights? Because there is a beacon light here. So I'm not too sure what these are. Let me know what they are in the comment section below. Anyway, here we have somewhat of a SATCOM just there, but there's also a SATCOM down here. That of course is used to provide the IFE inflight entertainment on board the aircraft, of course seen behind each seat. Here we have the logo of Azul, of course Azul being Portuguese for the word blue in English. That's why the logo, or I guess the livery, is blue. Here we have the L2 boarding door, or the 2L boarding door. This is the main one of the other main two boarding doors. This is probably one of the doors that the economy passengers use, I guess. Here we have the Brazilian flag next to the L2 boarding door, and next to that we have the Spanish word for Brazil, pronounced as Brazil instead. In here, in the middle of the shot, if I'm able to just get it into the shot, just there, is the wing light for the A330. Should be located a little bit higher than that, probably about, if I can get my finger into the shot, should be about there, at the top of my finger. When kind of seeing on infinite flight, you get to see where the landing lights are, etc., and all the other components on the aircraft. And of course there is the beacon light, so I'm again not too sure what these two lights are representing. And there's some more details. There's the antenna on there, another antenna there, and the SATCOM as mentioned. Here is the number 1 engine, the Rolls-Royce Trent 7000-72 engine, looking quite nice, looking inside the interior there. Fan blade is looking very nice. On the side of the blue nacelle we can see flyazul.com. the website of Azul Brazilian Airlines, quite nice. Here we have the landing gear, pretty stock standard for Phoenix models, to be honest. Of course they don't tilt or pivot, but they do roll, some of them at least roll, and there is the other one moving freely in terms of rolling gears. Here is this wing for the aircraft. On this wing here we have Papa Romeo dash, and on the other wing we have, if I'm able to get it in a shot, we have Alpha November Zulu, of course that being the registration of the aircraft. But anyway, here we have the winglet of, or sharklet of, the A330neo. There we have the red navigation light there. On the other wing will be green, you'll see that in a moment. But here is the exterior of the sharklet, if I'm able to just focus on it for you guys. There we go. As you can see, it's blue and it's got the yellow and green stripes. On the other side, that's what the interior of the sharklet looks like, with the Brazilian flag. Quite cool indeed. Here we have, if I'm able to focus on it, the L3 door. This is the emergency door on this aircraft. If used in the event of emergencies, either in water or on land. As I mentioned, there are the antennas on there, and there's the SATCOM as mentioned, just there. And moving down, we have the antennas on the bottom of the fuselage there. And then moving down, we have the L4 door. They can also be used in the event of boarding or disembarking via an apron. And then we have the Airbus A330-neo titles in silver, the Brazilian flag, and the registration Papa Romeo Alpha November Zulu. And then here we have the tail fin of Azul Brazilian Airlines. Quite nice, quite cultural as well. I'm pretty sure the colours on the map of Brazil here are to represent each of the cultures, I'm pretty sure. Quite nice. And then we have the blue base of the empennage, that being the tail fin, the NZ for the registration November Zulu, and then we have the two stripes here, yellow and green. Of course, they are the two main colours on the Brazilian flag. Here we have the elevator on this aircraft, looking very cool indeed. In the middle of the shot, you can just make out the tail light that is used to light up the tail fin during night operations, to give a visual indication to the ATC about who the operator is, in this case being Azul Brazilian Airlines. And of course, could be a visual indication to other pilots in the vicinity of an airfield to know where the aircraft are. Of course, the strobe lights and the beacon lights would also help them out. And it can also be a marketing tool for anyone within an airfield or around an airfield to advertise Azul to the general public. There's another logo light on the other side just there, and just here is the auxiliary power unit, otherwise abbreviated as the APU. Looking at the other side of the model here we have the right hand side, so this would be the R1 boarding door, opposed to the other side, the word R is abbreviated for, so the word right is abbreviated as letter R in this case. Here we have all of the pitot tubes just here. Here we have a baggage compartment for this side of the aircraft. This is the forward baggage compartment. Down the rear of the aircraft, we can make out, just here we can see the rear baggage compartment. There's another one just beside that. Here we have the number 2 engine, looking very pretty indeed. Looking inside it there, very nice. Here we have the green navigation light for this wing. And then we have the side sharklet, looking very cool. Very cool indeed. Looking at the belly of the aircraft momentarily. Here we have where the nose gear door is. Of course, just there, the outline, that of course is where the nose gear would retract into when the gears are going up. Here we have the first antenna on the bottom of the aircraft. Here is the Brazilian flag. There is the stand hole and the beacon light. There is some more antennas there, very detailed, this model, I must say. And then down at the end here we can see the entryway to the APU. Let me just focus on that for you guys. There we go. Then we have the wing here, looking very cool. The flaps and slats are well detailed. Here we have Papa Romeo, and on the other wing you'll see that has Alpha November Zulu, if I'm able to get that into shot. There we go. And that is the belly of the aircraft. What did I miss out on? I think I didn't show this side's tail fin. The side of the tail fin at least. There we go. Looking very cool. Must say I am quite a fan of the A330neo family in general. Was quite skeptical about the shape of the sharklet. Let's have a look at that again. Pretty average if you ask me in terms of the colouring. But yeah, I mean, I do quite like the A330, especially the 900neo. I think my favourite livery on an A330neo would be either Starlux, Airlines, or even Airlines. Have done a model review of the Airlines A330neo by I think it was JC Wings. Go ahead and check it out via the card in the top right corner right about now. But that will do it for the main part of the video, the model review of the Azul Brazilian Airlines A330neo by Phoenix models, that being the A330-900neo. Only a few customers have purchased the 800neo, that being Air Greenland and of course Kuwait Airways, and of course Uganda Airways as well. Hopefully Phoenix models will come out with the Uganda one as well, as of course I did release the Air Greenland and Kuwait Airways. Have purchased both of them, so do look out for them arriving. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Dim that bell icon to be notified for when videos go live on this channel. Comment below what you enjoyed and what you think about the video, and of course this model as well. If you have it in your collection, do let me know as well what you think about it. And if you have the pink livery, also do let me know. I'm looking forward to purchasing that one as well. It would be quite cool to have this livery alongside the pink ribbon livery, as of course that's what the pink one is called. And of course share this video to your friends or anyone who may be interested in checking out this video, and of course the channel moving forward as well. I'd love to have your support moving forward. If you want to go ahead and check out all the social links in the description below, I have Instagram, Facebook, my own airport's website. Coming soon to the social realm will be my Patreon account, and I am part of a Discord server as well. On Instagram we have the airport account. That is my main Instagram page. That's where I showcase all the models in terms of photos and videos, and of course that's where I host live streams as well, and of course the ins and outs of all the social network in terms of the route maps, the schedule boards, the news about the new services and ending services, etc. If you want to stay up to date, go ahead and check that out via the link below at the top of the social area below. Somewhere below that will be my website for Azul International Airport. If you want to go ahead and check that out via a PC or a laptop, as of course the website is not yet compatible for a mobile device. Of course a PC and a laptop is where you'll be able to get the viewing of that website at the utmost professional viewing. I will host a video very soon about showcasing the website, about why you guys need to view it via a PC or a laptop, so do stick around for that. And coming soon to the social realm, as mentioned, will be my Patreon account for Astro Productions. Astro Productions is the main parent brand for everything that I do social media wise, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter. Those two are my backup accounts for Instagram and YouTube. Instagram and YouTube are the main accounts that I do work on in terms of Astro Productions wise. So the Patreon account is where you could possibly support me moving forward in the growth of those platforms. I do have some projects that I want to work on very soon in the future, including the expansion of this model airport. I will host a video about that as well, about the plans I have for the airport, and I will announce updates regarding that on Instagram as well. And of course the launch of the new update for the website, and of course the launch of the Patreon account as well, which is actually up on my Instagram as well, so go ahead and check that out. and I have plans to hopefully get a new setup for my social growth as well, like to hopefully host more live streams and create better content in terms of professional viewing for you guys as well. So hopefully you can come along and support me on Patreon. Do look out for the launch of that coming very soon into the future. So that, again, that will do it for today's video, guys. The model review of the Azul Brazilian Airlines A330-900 by Phoenix Models. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Comment what you thought below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Then that bell icon to be notified for when videos go live on the channel. Share this video to your friends or anyone who may be interested into the future. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video and have a wonderful rest of your day or night, wherever you would like it around the world. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more on the channel, soon enough on the left hand side will be the most recent video on the channel. On the right hand side will be the full playlist of model reviews I've done so far on the channel. In the middle is where you can subscribe. But until next time, guys, fly safe, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.